Anyway, I do know that... Well, the race is underway, so let's not worry about it. The race is underway, so we'll go with that. We are playing the shapes format tonight, and as you can see, the wooden sword is exactly where you expect to find it. That is intended. Everything in the overworld is exactly where you expect to see it, including the levels, with one exception. The levels are in shuffled locations, but they are in their vanilla dungeon spots, other than that. And we know that we're going to need the raft, we know we're going to need the recorder, we're going to need certain items to get to certain dungeons, so we know that is in play. And we found level 1 at the level 3 spot today. Level 1 is a good level to clear out. We have 3 items we can get out of level 1. So RKC, TKC, and CantFindBombs are surely going to try to spend as much time here as they can.
So to go back from the previous round, CantFindBombs knocked off 15C Cantaloupe Me in 3 games to advance to this point, while rkctc, I'm just going to keep it simple, knocked off Sausage Link in 3 to get to this point. They both had buys into this round.
Yep, there were a number of buys in the first round due to the number of entries in the tournament. There were some players that didn't have a matchup, so there were some buys into the second round. So, yes, both of these players did have only the one matchup so far. It looks like there must have been a block that rkctkc found. We're going to see another look at it on CantFindBombs' side, possibly. Oh, there's the Triforce and Pole's Voice. Well, maybe RKC started over. So Pole's Voice or enemy we do not like to see in the dungeons. They require, if you want to kill them quickly, just fire an arrow between their ears from a lovely bow, and that will take them out very, very quickly. Otherwise, they take a ton of hits, as CantFindBombs is presently demonstrating. And that gets a map, and ladies and gentlemen, one of our favorite games we like to play here in the Zelda 1 Randomizer community. Name that ink block.
That honestly looks like a small Mechon from the Xenoblade Chronicles. I almost said the Xenoblade Chronicles games, but then I realized, duh, that Mechon are only in the first.
In any case, CantFindBombs did get his first Triforce. We got a comment that it's a faucet from the chat. I can see that. So CantFindBombs is currently taking out the RKC also picking up that Triforce. There's a bomb hole. We're going to go into the top half of the dungeon here. And there's a shutter door here. These shutter doors are going to be a case of whether the runner wants to spend time clearing the room or not. Clearing the room will open that shutter door. So we're going to see if there's an item in there and make it worthwhile to go up there. With 3 items in play, there is the ladder. That was worth clearing the room. That was worth clearing the room.
That definitely was. Definitely was. Well, unfortunately, a Dig Dogger is in Zelda's room. It's probably doing some a cleaning task of some sort. Possibly punishment duty, I don't know. But either way, that's definitely worth it.
I didn't know the Dig Dogger captures Zelda.
Well, maybe not, or maybe Dig Dogger is to clean the room. Anyway, here's a staircase. This could be the item. This could go to the one-off, because we do have that in the play here.
This could be a transport, because there is that room over in the corner. And we know that it has to be a... actually, there could be a second item drop. So we'll see if the item drop actually comes up in that single room, which is where we're going to end up in the corner. There we are.
It won't, because the item in the room that CantFindBombs took to get to that staircase to here, that was scrap metal.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. So we have seen all 3 items then, I think, have we? Or just the 2 floor drops?
Just the 2 floor drops, but at this early point, I mean, Boomerang isn't bad. It's just for some, that's not the right Boomerang. Yeah,
for some prefer to hail Lord Banana rather than carry around a piece of scrap metal. So, oh, there's our 3rd item. It's a heart container. RKC, TKC finding that. So we have all 3 items in level 1. And CantFindBombs taking a death.
can't say I'd blame him if he decided to leave the dungeon, but he is not. He's going right back in.
It's a really small dungeon. He wants to just clean this out, make sure he doesn't have to come back here again. He does have the Triforce, so he's not. He wants to get this off the list because it's way down here near the start. Yes, easy to revisit, but also you don't want to leave an item on the radar like that. You want to get things cleaned out if you can.
Well, we found a candle shop. 70 rupees.
It's always a gamble deciding whether you need to buy the candle in order to look for the other candle. What I mean by that is if the red candle is located in the dungeon under the candle spot, that candle is required in order to beat the game. But if it is not, then sometimes it's just a matter of, are you going to find another candle when it's convenient, or are you going to just spend the money? We don't even know what the money is in the CD. I don't think we've seen any secrets yet. There's a key in that room for CantFindBombs.
And level 2's at first quest 1.
So we're going in order, in other words.
For now.
CantFindBombs find the heart container. We'll pick that up. We'll get out of here. He's done.
RKC's found a bomb upgrade in level 2. It costs 93 rupees, which is a bit much at the moment. But that could change also. Name that ink blot. That looks like Yamask from Pokemon, in a way.
That's a backpacker.
Oh, a hiker. So I get to do the hiker dance.
Why not? And CantFindBombs waits for the take any to load, gets the heart container out of there. That is a way to get a free potion if you don't want to make your way up to the northeast to get the letter, and many runners will do that because it's usually not convenient to get the letter out of the northeast to look for a candle or a potion shop to then buy a potion.
Although that is a good place to get a large secret if you need money for, say, a candle, because the other 2 large secrets are under burn spots.
Well, chances are they're going to go for the medium secrets that they can find first. Hopefully the medium secret is a good medium secret to help towards that candle and give better access to those burn spots. That was a small secret, and that wasn't really worth picking up.
Nope. That was really small.
There's small, and then there's don't waste my time. That was don't waste my time.
Well, there's an even worse waste of time to be had out there. And we've got level 8 up at first quest 2. No, the small secret cannot be 0. It ranges from 1 to 20 on the shuffler as the old man is predicting pain.
Ooh, pain. And we are now out of order as we do find level 8 after level 2, which, ironically enough. So we are going to...
Holy smokes.
Before we get to that, I just want to say this is the other dungeon that has 3 items in it. So we do have 2 dungeon staircase items and 1 floor drop item replacing that heart container. So that is the other dungeon that has 3 items. Looks like CantFindBombs is not going to do that right now. We'll go back and play Name That Ink Blot later, but for now, we do have the map in there. We will be able to do that.
I see what he's doing. He's going after bomb drops. He was out of bombs.
That makes sense.
But he is going to save it for later, and with how ugly that level 8 ink blot looked, can't say I blame him.
I didn't get a chance to count the rooms in there. We're going to have to go back and count that when we get a chance. Right now he's trying to find a staircase. There it is. 31 medium secret.
Nice.
It's acceptable. It's still small, but it's acceptable. As long as the large secret is not blatantly low, we're going to be okay. There's a bomb drop, so CantFindBombs now has 7 bombs, coincidentally. And he's going far enough away that I think he is going to put off level 8 until later. I mean, the combat can be heavy, especially when you got bunnies. If the bunnies happen to be in that level, we don't know. Actually, I didn't even remember what enemies we saw in the first room there yet. So if the combat is going to be heavy, we're better off going back there later. There's the white sword. for rkctkc, by the way.
That would really help for a large combat-heavy dungeon.
And, oh, this is not an LOZ Cards fan approved seed, ladies and gentlemen. That was 52 for the large secret, 31 for the medium, and 2 for the small. Ugh.
Yeah, poverty seed confirmed. That is gross.
And CantFindBombs decides to pick up the letter while he's up here, because why not? Deliver the letter to the lady.
Speaking of gross, the Triforce Room in 2, which RKC just dug out, you had to kill the bunnies to get. The white sword made that a lot easier than the wooden sword, but that's still not a fun time.
We just saw what the armor sign was. It was a hard container. CantFindBombs was going to risk getting killed if he tried to grab it right then, so he's using a bomb on the wrong Armos. Now he's going to get the right one. And he now has 7 hearts. He is guaranteed the white sword item if he goes in that direction. 6 is enough to guarantee that. But right now he's going to check what's in the shop here. And there's 64 rupee meat. There's that blue candle again for 70. You know what?
Holding off on it for now, because he's doing the the screen scroll over to the Lost Hill.
You know what would be absolutely fitting for a poverty seed and also extremely trolling? As we find the recorder in level 2. The thing that I can imagine seeing here is seeing a bomb upgrade that requires 120 rupees and only gives you 2 bombs. That would be the absolutely most trolling thing you can do with these small secrets.
It could be 2 for all we know.
It could be.
Oh, hi, Goma.
Speaking of which, we have level 6 for CantFindBombs, and because he has that lovely ladder, he can get whatever item is in here.
5 rupees, and he's killing ropes for bombs. I like that strategy. Ooh, that might be a nice offset on RKC side. 4 rupee bombs.
Ganon needs new minions. They're not guarding the Triforce.
Level 6 is a good level to just get the Triforce and duck out of, because that level can be gross.
Yeah, that is a level that can have as many as 40 plus rooms in. I've seen 42. I've heard of a 45 room level 6. So being able to get the early Triforce and put that on your whistle agenda means you can just whistle back there all you want to later if you need to get the items out of there.
While RKC might be set offensively, CantFindBombs is set defensively, as the white sword item was the red ring. Fantastic defensive pickup, especially in a poverty seed.
That is something that I'm sure the runners will be very happy to find in the white sword spot, especially when RKC gets up there, because the blue ring basically requires you to have a full wallet, save maybe a few rupees. So being able to pick up that red ring very quickly for free at the white sword location is very, very nice. Oh, we have a Patra, and RKC without the red ring has taken 3 hearts from the fly.
Well, that Patra's caught in the gyro, and it's going absolutely crazy, and RKC gets taken down.
The way those Patras work is if you hit the... there's one fly in the circle that basically is responsible for changing how the ring operates. So it's going to swirl right now, and eventually it's going to stop and turn into a circle. If you kill the fly that's controlling that... We found the raft level 4, by the way. So if you kill the one fly that controls that, it's going to be locked in whatever configuration it's in. You want to lock it in the circling configuration, not in the waving configuration. That makes it a lot harder to kill the Patra.
Certainly does, and that also holds true regardless of the Patra's pattern, whether it be the gyro or the expando.
The expando actually is a smaller ring, so that's even better to get in there. And we have level 7 map, so ladies and gentlemen, name that ink block.
That looks like an attack that Master Hand and Crazy Hand use in Smash Ultimate. One that zooms the screen in.
3, 2, 1, go!
Meanwhile, we got another ink blot to name on CantFindBombs side, this one for level 4.
I don't have anything for that. It's a hand dropping something. Maybe a hand dropping a piece of garbage.
I'm gonna say that's the hand of a football player who just fumbled the rock.
So RKC taking to death at level 7. So they're going to go in. That is the Triforce room, by the way. Obviously, they don't really hold the Triforces today. And CantFindBombs successfully defeats the Gleeok. That does require a sword to kill. No other items work on it. We can't stop here. This is Key's country. Thank you, old man. And that Triforce room holds a key in it today, so CantFindBombs picking up 4 keys. Well, we're starting to put together a nice collection of keys. The magical keys gotta be showing up soon, right?
I would think while RKC taking on a Gleeok decides to back out of it, wisely so, down to 1 heart.
Up to 2 hearts now, but still not an easy fight. Gleeok is probably the one enemy I hate the most in the game. And there's a transport for CantFindBombs, so he's going to move around the dungeon a little bit here. Coming up in the piece of trash, as they called it. That was a Y-Force.
Yep, that was definitely a Y-Force. I don't even think CantFindBombs is done with level 4 because of that.
No, he wasn't done at all. He's going to go back in. CantFindBombs getting a lovely fairy upon heading back in as well. Not that you need it, but it does give any hearts back that you lose. I think up to about 3, if I'm not mistaken. And we have a Chevy room, so good thing we found that ladder early. That means CantFindBombs able to get through there. Oh, look at this room at level 7. Got some Wall Masters, got some Buyers, Whiz Robes. This is a bit of a nasty combination.
And the bubbles make it worse.
Yeah, bubbles just make it horrible. He's going to try to reset the room. I think he killed something. He's trying to see what... Nope, he's going to kill the Whiz Robes up here. Well, 1 Whiz Robe. And what do we get when we reset the room? There's Buyer, there's Whiz Robe, there's a rope that was already killed before. So that was a more priority enemy, it looks like. Bomb drop, or bomb hole found. Got the Whiz Robe, nothing for all that effort.
There was a Wall Master in that room. If it wasn't taken out, then you'd see one more thing heading back that way.
It was not the priority enemies. The rope replaced as a priority enemy when he left and re-entered the room, so the Wall Master did not reappear. Look at all the pancakes.
That room's literally IHOP.
Yeah, CantFindBombs getting his fill of pancakes, heading south, back to the Chevy room. There's a key. We're going to get out of here. No reason to hang around and fight these guys. He realizes he's done the entire piece of trash, as I called it. Going to go back to the main part of the level. So far we only found the raft in level 4. CantFindBombs hanging around because there is a second item in this top half of the dungeon, what I call the hand, somewhere. RKC is opening up Recorder Lake. We didn't have the audio on, so we didn't get to play Name That Tune, but there is a level 3 underneath that lake. Oh, nice. Remove the water and the levers up here.
Well, to be fair, levers would drown in water.
True.
Now, there is one room on the left side of the hand that he did not clear out or even enter.
Oh,
maybe it's a bombable room.
I wonder. He has 8 bombs, though.
Oh shoot, that's a rough place to find a map. Name that ink block for level 3.
That's a seahorse. What do you think, chat?
Yeah, I can see that.
We have a complaint from chat. We need more bait block rooms. We'll see what we can do about that.
As RKC gets the Triforce out of level 3. Going right back in.
He is. CantFindBombs taking a few nicks from these blue dark nuts. They are faster than the red dark nuts, but they do maintain a constant speed, so they are somewhat predictable in that sense. That one's down to 2. That was a nice double kill. Takes another nick down to 3 hearts, 2.5 hearts. That red ring is putting in some work here. Didn't get the hit on that one. There we go, down to 1. Just got to get this one baited now, and look at that silver arrow behind the dark nuts.
You can't tell me that that was not worth it, because that was 100% absolutely, undeniably, totally, and completely worth it. Red ring putting in the work, so CantFindBombs with 1 of 2 pieces needed to defeat the pig, the other being the bow.
Now we still do need a couple other items on his side. We still need the recorder. We still need some kind of a candle, whether the red candle or a purchase candle for the blue one from the shop. Another item that would be nice to have, the magic key. Another nice to have would be the magic rod, but these are not items that are required.
Well, speaking of candles, he did just purchase one, and we've got level 5 on the island.
So he does have access to the burn spot now, if and when he so chooses to go there. Oh, look at that! We're going to Triforce again.
I was watching Greenleaf practice the seed earlier, and there was a similarly quick Triforce in a similarly numbered level. Coincidence? Maybe.
Is it me or are the hands beefy?
I think they rolled +1.
I think so. Well, CantFindBombs definitely does not need a hand because he took out all the hands.
Not going for the staircase yet, but he's got enough rupees for the bomb upgrade. And it's a gross one.
That was a 2. That's gross.
Safe to say that was a deuce.
Yeah, that was the booby prize at the carnival.
Or the zonk on Let's Make a Deal.
Not the zonk!
Oh, and that staircase CantFindBombs passed on was the staircase item, a heart container. Also the staircase item in level 3.
I don't think we've seen a floor drop item in level 3 yet, so RKC is going to keep looking for that. Also, he does have the Triforce already. Doesn't need those bombs, has a full set of 8 already. He did not buy any bomb upgrades as yet.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah, probably.
He doesn't know how bad it is.
He will soon if he buys one.
Ooh, the Fire Bats rolled beefy too.
They did, and there's a Patra. CantFindBombs saying no to that, and CantFindBombs going to stick with the bombs to try to kill the virus.
It's a good strat, especially when you have this many in a room, because 8 fires in a room, you'll get lag on your game for sure.
Especially when you get all the bats.
Yeah, let's just say that amount of lag will drive any gamer batty.
Indeed. And there's some spike traps with the statue shooting fire. Always a fun combination. Ooh, Wizrobes.
Speaking of fun combinations.
Yes, you rang. He can't leave this room to reset it. He has to fight these Wizrobes. And there's a wall master.
Oh, that makes it even harder.
Can't stay along the wall. And getting dinged by the bubble a couple times. Has to wait to use the sword again. With the bubbles going after him, I would drop a bomb periodically to try and get some extra damage on the Wizrobes. Almost got handled.
Almost got hit into the hand.
He was hit in the hand, but thankfully the iframes came to the rescue there, and there's the key for all that work. And he can actually leave the room. So yeah, nine keys.
Well, RKC gets something on the coast. Oh, it was the wand. That's an offensive upgrade that I'm pretty sure CantFindBombs would like to have right about now.
That is a very nice upgrade, yeah.
We got a world wrap attempt, but going left to right, it doesn't work. So instead of a world wrap, it is just your old school screen scroll to get the candle.
I think that was intended how he intended to do it, in fact. And I watched the key count on CantFindBombs' side. Yep, he has 9 keys. He's definitely going to find that magical key soon.
Yep. Or RKC's gonna find a level 9 at the level 8 burn spot.
That could happen too. Thank you, but our princess is in another castle. Wrong game, old man.
That old man was a toad in another lifetime.
Apparently.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with chat. That 9 is super dark, not easy to see at all.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun level to go through.
Yeah, that kind of makes me glad round of 64 was my last round in this particular run of the tournament.
There's our map. So, ladies and gentlemen, level 5 has the ink blot now. Name that ink blot.
That looks like an unloaded glue gun.
I was thinking some kind of a gun, actually.
Oh, I see turret, and I see figure skater in chat. That's certainly a creative answer.
That does not look like a figure skater to me. Yeah, I'll agree with creative. We have a tea room, so we know there's got to be a way around to that tea room. There has to be an exit to the south somewhere along here, and then to get to the left from there. Whether it's a bomb wall there, whether it's a door further down, we don't know yet.
But who wants to take a crack at naming level 8's ink blot now? Because that's where RKC is.
A cactus?
A very ugly cactus, I'll say that much.
And there's the Triforce in that middle room, one of the middle rooms of level 8. So, was that near the entrance, actually?
It was, so if this were a Triforce and Go mode dungeon, that'd be really that would be really nice.
It would be beautiful, yeah. CantFindBombs getting his Triforce out of 5. He must have found another Harkenter. He's up to 9 hearts now.
Yep, that is one away from a 20% shot at max as RKC runs into the old oh shoot situation.
Oh darn, I mean oh shoot. And RKC has decided to pick up the Triforce, see if he goes back into level 8. He does. So looking at the Triforce counts, both runners are on even number of Triforces, but look at the Triforces that each runner has picked up. The only Triforce not accounted for is the level 7 triangle.
Nobody's cleared that dungeon yet.
This is going to lead to some interesting divergence. See which set of dungeons ends up being the faster clear here. As CantFindBombs currently dealing with the Darkness in level 2. This is the level that RKC has completed. And I believe he got both items of. Yeah, he has the White Sword and the Recorder. Both items are here, so CantFindBombs will find those if he keeps exploring. Explosions!
And a smack to the old man for the scam.
Yeah, he already got scammed once. Scam me once, fool on you. Scam me twice, fool on me. Or rather, fool on the runner.
Or if the runner is out of bombs and needs some, as speaking of CantFindBombs does pick up the White Sword, that offense will help him finish off this dungeon.
Now he's got another room of blue darkness. He did a very nice clear on a room earlier, which is where the silver arrows were located. Those were at level 4. So he's going to have... I expect he'll have no problem clearing these ones out as well, especially with the moat in the middle of the room. And that was a key, I believe.
Yes.
It would still be nice to have the bow to be able to fire some arrows at these Pole's Voice, but no can do.
But finding a clock, clear this room for free, becomes a can-do.
Would you say that was a timely drop?
Yeah, those bombs, as the room drop, not so much.
And welcome to another round of IHOP.
So now the big question our runners face is, where is the bow?
At this point, I'd make a bet it's in level 7.
I wouldn't be surprised if it were here in 8 and in this corner that RKC's in, because that shoot room was the only way to get up there.
Yeah, that would not be surprising. There's the compass for RKC. He doesn't need that compass. Who needs a stinking compass when you already picked up the triangle? Drop something better.
This is the Triforce room. However, CantFindBombs does not have the recorder, so grabbing it and bouncing would be a bit premature.
I don't know if I want to focus on what that old man was saying. That was a very interesting comment.
Yeah, I'm surprised RKC has yet to check the White Sword item. Maybe he's thinking it's a heart container, which wouldn't be surprising to think like that because there are a number of heart containers that get shuffled around in Heart Shuffle, so oftentimes the heart container does land on White Sword item. This seed, not the case.
That was a power bracelet, level 8.
Well, RKC is probably not going to see much use for that in this flag set because that only gives access to the any roads, which are really helpful when you don't have the recorder. When you have the recorder, not so much.
In this flag set, because everything's in its vanilla location, that means that the only thing those power bracelets that power bracelet unlocks is those warp staircases. So if you want a warp zone, you need a power bracelet. If you want something else, don't bother.
Well, that's what Link gets for skipping leg day.
CantFindBombs dealing with another room of dangerous bunnies. Remember, do not feed the bunnies. They do bite hard. There's the recorder.
And that bunny room was guarding the recorder. Ooh.
Yep, we did see RKC pick that up earlier. He skips the explosions again with 62 rupees and knowing it's a scam.
Ooh, would you look at that? Red candles in 8, but RKC says thank you, but no thank you.
Already.
Did they buy a candle?
RKC must have bought a candle if he's skipping it. We're gonna have to get another look at his menu and see if he does have one or not. We did know CantFindBombs did buy one. We did see that. And that is, speaking of CantFindBombs, the level 2 Triforce. He now takes a temporary Triforce lead, while RKC continues to dig level 8. Heart Container.
So we've seen all 3 items in level 8. Unfortunately, not what our runners are going to be looking for.
Yep, that was a little underwhelming. We are still looking for the bow. RKC still needs the silver arrows out of level 4. Also needs the raft out of level 4, a level he has not been to yet. And CantFindBombs could use a magic rod, but not necessarily required. And the ending key is still out there. The red ring is still out there for RKC. That is from the from the White Sword location. You should come across that since he's in the Lost Hills now.
Here's level 7, over by the grave.
That was the only level that could be left. Oh, nice. We get greeted by Apatra, the gatekeeper of level 7. It seems to be locked in the regular circle formation. That's good. And RKC getting his quick level 6 Triforce. Will he go back and dig it, however? That is the question. Because CantFindBombs, let's remember, did not dig level 6. And RKC is also leaving, has the recorder in hand, can come back here anytime.
I expect RKC to hit the White Sword item at this point, and yes. I'm wondering how he's going to react to the news.
We shall see in 3, 2, 1. Guy just picks it up and goes.
Yeah, fakes out by doing a nice little back step, though.
CantFindBombs getting his level 7 ink block.
Ooh, that's a one-off below where CantFindBombs is because the bomb did not break it open.
You have to staircase into that room. There's a magic staircase somewhere to that room. I wonder if that could be important.
Since we haven't seen the Triforce or the compass for that matter, there's a non-zero chance of that being a thing. Which would be really dirty. Or the bow could also be there, as RKC gets the wrap.
The bow being there comes to my mind, but I could also see the bow being buried in level 6 as a punishment to runners not digging level 6.
See, that's the thing with these randomizers. If there's something required in a dungeon and you don't dig it out, you're getting punished. I don't care if it's level 1 rando Zelda 3 rando, Ocarina of Time rando, whatever. You miss an item that you're supposed to dig out of a dungeon, you're getting punished.
Yep, randomizers do not care how good you are. They don't care what your best time on a randomizer seed is. If you don't get the item and your opponent does, they're going to beat you. To be honest, that's the beauty of randomizer. Anyone can win on any day. And CantFindBombs trying to push that block. No dice. And did he try bombing the south wall there?
No, he couldn't. He was out of bombs.
No.
He can't bomb anything.
There's a bomb. I think he's going to go get him now.
Well, we'll call that commentator's blessing because, well, yeah.
And the buyers are all back. Have a nice day. Just get to the southern wall and bomb it. Don't need anything else. There you go. Ah, $5. Not worth it. Doesn't even grace it with a pickup. Oh, nice bomb drop. 6 bombs now, so he has found some bombs. RKC still working level 4. Someone do something!
Something.
Clock. Not going to pick it up.
Yeah, keys are good to kill to set up a force 10 drop on an enemy.
Yep, that was and that chat is pointing that out, so thank you, chat, for pointing that out. That is indeed a force drop. If you know how to maintain the counts to make sure you get those bombs on a force drop, then if you can do that without getting hit, then definitely take advantage of any opportunity to do that.
But some parts of this game are tougher to avoid damage than others, like this room CantFindBombs.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
Yeah, that type of room is more like a mid-80s bullet hell, for lack of a better term.
I don't want to know what you know about the 80s.
Other than I was born in 85, that's basically it.
Yeah, I was born in the 80s too.
Now RKC with a Triforce out of 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, name that tune.
"13 keys for CantFindBombs." Well, he certainly can find a lot of keys, I'll say that much, and now we know where the Triforce is.
I maintain that he will find that magical key anytime now.
Yep, because the game knows.
The game knows. Did we see a heart container in 7 already?
Nah, we haven't seen anything as far as I know.
I didn't think we did either. I wasn't sure. Wizrobes, this room's not too bad. He's doing pretty good at this room. There's our... Didn't I just say...
Yep, you just said it. You called it. The game knew it. And CantFindBombs has the NE key.
So key doors will no longer be a problem for him. Not that they ever were a problem. Doesn't need that key anymore.
Would probably like a bow to deal with, to just shoot that Goma right out of the way, but we still haven't found that yet between our two runners.
Oh, hi, Goma. Bye, Goma. Got done. You're not finished, old man. Yeah, CantFindBombs. Let the old man know what he thinks about that. And there is a manhandle with a Triforce just laying on the ground. What a horrible job Indians are doing here today.
Here's the one to the one-off.
Isn't that convenient? It's just a key.
Well, that's a letdown.
Wah, wah, wow.
I was hoping that would be the bow, because that would have been super dirty.
That would have brilliantly hilarious, yeah. Oh, there's a bomb hole. Might as well go in there.
Yeah, might as well check it at this point. And
We
no,
wasted
old
our
man,
time
we
for
do not
that.
want to look at your Pokemons.
That was a waste of time. There is one more room he wants to get to. Let's see if he can find a path to that room. There's the old man there. It's going to be a little while to get over there. So let's see if he can go up and to the right from here. Hi, Goma. Bye, Goma.
He tried bombing right in this room. I think it didn't work, so he's got to bomb in from the north or the west.
It's a long trek back around. Well, at least he found more bombs. There's the bomb hole, and this is the staircase. It looks like this has to be our staircase item. So this effort will go rewarded, I believe, because I'm going to say right now, this is probably the boat.
Would
So
not
we're
be
gonna go
surprised.
downstairs. Nailed it.
Yep, we nailed it. So RKC's not going to be too far behind as he's in the right dungeon. But at 4609, CantFindBombs has hit Triforce and Go mode.
That's correct. CantFindBombs is in our legendary status. Check your timepieces. We are in go mode.
Except I don't think RKC's going to do that quite yet, so that's going to cost him some time. And the Goma was holding nothing. And yes, it is worth noting that Speed Gaming does indeed have a new logo, which, I'll be honest, looks sweet. Not sure who designed it, but they did a heck of a good job.
It's definitely better than the old one, I will say that. Definitely good to have that logo.
I think RKC realizes what we just realized a couple moments ago. Now, what's going to work in RKC's favor is they're on their last Triforce piece. CantFindBombs still has 2 to get.
He also does not have the magical key unless he picked up while we weren't watching.
Oh, he did. That's exactly what he did.
Oh, he does. He does have it.
We were yakking on about something else.
Yeah, the bow. We'll say it was the bow. So now, as of 47 minutes and 56 seconds, RKC has also entered that legendary status called Go Mode!
About almost minute 45 after CantFindBombs entered Go mode, so now it's just a matter of how quickly can CantFindBombs get the 2 remaining Triforces, which will determine how much time RKC has in terms of a head start in level 9.
Speaking of level 9, CantFindBombs just found level 9. So CantFindBombs does have an extra Triforce to find. This will be a little bit of a comeback for CantFindBombs, but let's remember, and we saw this last night, we had an exceptional race last night between JSR and Nochimato. If you missed it, go back and watch it. It was on this channel. It's in the VODs. We had a long level 9, and it proves that level 9 can be the great equalizer. A long time can be spent trying to find what you need. If you can't find it, you can lose the race.
Yeah, Chap called out that the upper left part of level 8 required a transport staircase accessible only by shooting them. All I'm going to say is, that's dirty.
That's very dirty. At least there's nothing important up there.
True, but that's going to work in CantFindBombs' favor because the Triforce, I believe, is 1 room south of here.
Well, let's forget that for a second. RKC got his last Triforce. We were watching CantFindBombs, didn't even notice that. So RKC is now going level 9. Do you want to explain what's going on here, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll shoot. Yeah, I'll explain what's going on
Go for
here.
it.
What we are after is a door and a roar. The door is a single shutter door that stays similar to this one, but it won't be this one because it was only one way to go. But it stays shut when the room's clear of enemies. That's where the kidnapped is hiding. Conversely, after Ganon's beaten, that door pops open, regardless of whether that room's full of enemies or not, and that compass is going to help us pinpoint where Zelda is. Now, if you hear a roar, that means Ganon, who's so loud that his neighbors can hear him at all times of the day. He will be in a room north, south, east, and west of your current position.
Now, in the Shapes format, we know that when you enter Ganon's room, the room will go dark. It is the only room that goes dark in level 9 in this flag set, so we will know when we found Ganon's room immediately. With that said, can it really go any darker than this?
I would rather it go brighter than this, to be honest. This is not easy to see.
This is really hard to see. Like, you can hardly even tell there's a staircase there. While we're finishing this race, I just want to point out as well, so make sure you stay with us here on Speed Gaming 2. We are going to have another race on this channel between Redbird Grad and also a 999. That will follow in about 38 minutes from now, so make sure you stay with us here. August 40th and JSR are going to be on the call for that one. I'll be hopping over Randomizer for another race. We'll talk about that later as well.
That roar you just heard isn't Ganon. That is a Gleeok. Gleeok and Aquamentus have the same roar as Ganon, so Ganon's roar would be masked completely. Other bosses' roars will kind of drown it out, but either way, it's good to take out bosses in 9, so then you exit the room, go back in, and then check to see if you hear the pig.
So that's a glowing mark on the map is like a beacon for anyone who has killed Ganon. Go here. This is how you will finish the game. It takes the pressure out of having to look for doors. If you see a shadow door, you can just leave it closed now because you already have that flashing beacon on the map. You know where to go.
Speaking of flashing things, CantFindBombs has the Triforce out of level 3 and will soon be joining RKC in level 9.
Let's see how good Ganon's hide and seek game is today.
Chat does bring up a point. Even knowing where Zelda's room is, or the kidnapped's room as it's often called, is only half the battle. The other half of the battle is finding the path. And there are seeds where finding that path is a hot mess.
Hashtag magical staircase?
It could be a magical staircase to either the beast, the kidnapped, or both. I've seen seeds where it's been one. I've seen seeds where it's been both. As CantFindBombs can't seem to find the screen scroll.
Having a hard time getting that wrap to work. RKC did it very nicely, I believe, earlier. CantFindBombs having difficulty making that work.
Well, we found our first basement item in level 9, a heart container.
Both items in level 9 are basement items as well. Oh, blue danger noodles. At least the red room will let you tank that.
Now, I don't know why CantFindBombs opted to bomb there, because that room, you only have the door options that are given to you. Bombs will not work.
I think CantFindBombs is in a place where RKC hasn't been yet. No, there's not. I hear something. Was that Ganon or is there a boss in this room?
No, that's a boss in the room.
That's a Dig Dogger, okay. Now, it could be masking the roar of Ganon. We won't know until we actually kill the Dig Dogger, which is what we're going to do now. And he may re-enter this room to see if he hears something. We're now going down the staircase.
Even so, I think we just confirmed a magical staircase to Zelda from the northeast.
And yep, it's from the northeast. So the question is Ganon nearby?
That would be something I would investigate immediately.
There's another staircase. We are going to follow that path to see where it leads, it looks like.
Starting to think Ganon's also in the southwest, but there's another way to get there. We just haven't found it yet. Oh, and we got Ganon's room at 9, but Ganon's out for a stroll.
Yeah, he found a new home. Too many players were finding him in that old home. We still have not heard a pig.
Gotta be getting close, I would think. Well, if Ganon ever went fishing, Ganon would probably be fishing for sharks in the sea.
And take him out by hand.
Well, maybe not a megalodon, but...
Maybe not.
That one would be a good fight, though.
Gone shark hunting. I hear a pig.
Oh, I hear a pig.
I see a dark room. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon.
It's 8 hits.
And with the white sword? Yep, go ahead.
Yep, it's 8 hits with the white sword. And it's worth noting that it was not a single but a double magical staircase situation, one per each. As RKC has a stun lock in, down goes Ganon. We got bacon. As CantFindBombs takes out a Gleeok.
And he finds Ganon's room, vanilla room, but he is not near where Ganon is. Ganon is further in the northeast, or northwest, it looks like. So if RKC can find the path quickly, he is about a few rooms away now. He should have this in hand, I think, at this point. So he's going to find the other staircase back up. Oh, nope, he must have gotten lost. He's going to continue. He's going to try to do it from the beginning.
That might be the easier way to route that.
For the question in chat, the second race in the series will not be taking place tonight. However, there is another race coming up on this channel that will be taking place. That is between Redbird Grad and also a 999. That is a Game 2 situation. So we do have a Game 2, but it's not in this series. Fury SK and Shaddy are also going to be happening over on Randomania, and I'll be over on that race as well. So pop over there a little after 10 o'clock.
And with that, RKCTKC has found the path, found his way to the kidnapped, and has wrapped this seed in front with an official SRL time of 59 minutes 24 seconds. Get your GGs in chat.
I was going to give it the time, but I just realized it wasn't in the SRL room. Oops. So get your GGs in chat for RKC. Gets the first game of the series, a 3-game series. against CantFindBombs. In order for CantFindBombs to stay in the tournament, he needs to win the next 2 games in this series, or he will be eliminated.
Well, slow it down. He just needs to focus on winning the next one
at a time.
Game 3. And from there, all bets are off.
And for those of you who are playing Name That Tune, by the way, there it is on RKC's screen. It was Peaceful Days from Chrono Trigger. If you said that, congratulations, you are tonight's winner of Name That Tune. We ran out of prizes. We spent the prize budget on equipment. And we will see if he wants to join us to chat about the seed. Once we mark him as finished, that is. And there he is in the sub channel. So we'll go ahead and bring him in. And GG, RKC.
Hey, thank you.
How'd you find that seed work for you tonight?
I think there was a better path, but it wasn't that bad.
Well, in terms of heading to Zelda, it looked like it was a magical staircase to get to her. Oh, we got the book in 9.
Oh, that's nice. CantFindBombs is working level 9 himself right now. He does know where the girl is. He also found the compass. You actually took very different paths through the game. We actually saw CantFindBombs and you go through different dungeons. At one point, you both had 4 Triforces, and you had different. The only one that was missing on both sides was level 7. What led you to pick the path that you chose to take in this scene?
I don't really know. I normally do the same thing over and over again, 3, 1, 6, but when I got over to 6, 7 was kind of hard, so I left out and just went a different.
Meanwhile, CantFindBombs has heard Ganon taking a different route, and now he found the bait block.
Concerning hobbits.
And by way of bombing, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time tonight, here's Ganon.
So we had 2 entrances to Ganon's room, it looks like.
I thought I was going to be looking for Bo for a while because I left an item in 1, and
Well, as soon as 7 was the last level left on both sides, I thought Bo was going to be in there, and boom, there it was. We were no surprise by that.
Yeah, I had saw the compass, and I was just a couple of rooms away, but then I looked at the map, and I still had one more room to search on that side over there, so I checked that real quick, and bam, there was.
And it was a long trek to get over there, too. You couldn't bomb in from the one direction. You had to go in a different direction, so it was a little bit of a challenge getting over there, but it was definitely paid off.
Yeah. If I would have got the Triforce, I'd have had to walk all the way back over there, which was a long walk.
That would have been a long walk for sure. In fact, I think that bomb hole south was the only way to get onto the path to go to the bow. That was dirty.
We just found a rupee boss, by the way. A little late in the game for that.
Yep.
Speaking of rupees, that was a poverty seed. Did that change your strategy at all?
No, I didn't have to buy anything, really, except for the candle.
CantFindBombs having trouble with the bomb walls here. Has 5 bombs left.
Unfortunately, you cannot bomb into Zelda's room. That won't change. At least I don't foresee it changing.
It looks like it was a magical staircase.
Yeah, and it was up in the northeast, and you pop out into a room with a dig dogger.
Well, he sees a path south. I didn't see if there was a path exiting Zelda's room to the right or not. If there was, he could get in this way. No door down there. Pack of bombs in this room. I don't think we saw this path, did we?
We might have, but that is not giving way.
CantFindBombs seems to think he might have seen this path. He stopped to think about this for a moment. Nope, gotta find a staircase, it looks like. Did you find any other... Like, how was your exploration around where Zelda's room was? Did you have all the rooms around that explored? Was that the only way in, the staircase? Might have gone, be right back for a minute.
So did CantFindBombs, did he go through level 8 like I did? Because I felt like I was in there for like 15 minutes.
He was in go mode by the time he got to level 8. But by that time, you were already in level 9, so...
Yeah, when I seen the 3 items were just a heart, a crescent roll, and a candle, I was like, man, this was a big waste of time. And I went through almost every single room except for, I think...
And I was asking a moment ago, but I think you must have had your headset off for a second. Did you find that all the rooms around Zelda, was it only accessible by staircase, do you think?
When I took that staircase, I tried to bomb left and right to see if there was a way out, but there's not.
Well, it looks like it might be locked in by staircase there.
But Zelda's room had a door to the right.
Oh, it did.
But I don't know what's beyond.
That might have been a dead end.
Possibly. We did see both items, so we know it wasn't an item.
Well, I felt like CantFindBombs was going to finish at any time, so I definitely went and go look over there.
Yeah, why would you? If you can finish the seed in a race, you're going to do that. But if you're playing casually and you're just thinking, what's over there? So it can be fun just to see what's over there. He's in the wrong spot for the magical staircase right now.
Well, he's in the right hemisphere, but the wrong corner.
Yep. He's more on Ganon's side right now. He will take this staircase. This will deposit him. I don't remember where exactly, but we'll see in a moment. Takes him one room away. Enjoy your trip.
Yeah, I had tracked this level 9, but I was tracking that top row I was on one row lower than it actually was. So when I tried to go back to Zelda, I was on the wrong row according to my...
Oops.
Well, how dark this level 9 didn't do you any favors in that regard.
CantFindBombs is trying to think what else he can do. Getting bought by Bubble while he stands there thinking. Gonna head over and take the lower shutter here. There's Ganon's room. Probably wants to go to the right here, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it is the right. He's gonna take this staircase. Ooh, it's Tectite with a skillful bite out of him. Oh, that's all the way over to the left. We don't want to go there.
Yeah, this leads to Ganon's room.
Here's an empty room.
Yeah, this would be a point where I would consider up and A-ing to get back to the start of the dungeon.
Yeah, that makes sense at this point. That's exactly what RKC did as well.
Tries a wall, doesn't give.
No, Ganon used some extra sturdy granite in that one. So we're basically a room away from Zelda again, but we can't walk through that wall. He's back where he was before. He's going to do the same trip in a circle around Zelda's room, I believe, and have the same result.
Starting to think he's lost.
I think he is lost. He should just... Yeah, he's going to go up A now, I think. I hope. Please. Uh-oh. He's going to meander back through this bomb hole. He's going to continue to head north. Just go north, young man. He is. And gonna go into this staircase. This took him, I think, to a room away, didn't it? Oh, that's the general corner he wants to be in right now. So he is close to the staircase.
Yeah, he's in the right ballpark.
Has to call out of the snake to get out the door. Or go up, rather. Instead is going to try to bomb down, finds his bomb hole, going to take that. That's not the direction we want to go. There's some Tektites down here. Going to bomb there, unsuccessful. Down to 4 bombs. Avoid the shooting statues here, continue north, and we're in a tea room. Now you don't have to cross the, using the ladder clip. You can get around using those other doorways. There has to be a way through those doors. So but this is something runners do to save time. I don't think this... Was this the stair?
I don't think so.
I thought it was a little further to the left. He's going to see where this leads. That was it.
Nope, that was it. That was the one. That's it. That's all. Get your GGs in chat for CantFindBombs, who finishes the race with an official time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, 5 seconds.
And he gets the key as he gets the girl. So get your GGs in chat. We'll see if CantFindBombs wants to join us in chat about that. Once we mark him as finished as well. Keep in mind that we do have another race coming up on this channel in about 17 minutes. That will be between Redbird Grad and also at 999. Stay right here on Speed Gaming 2. August 40th at JSR currently set to call that one for you. Trenton will be tracking on that race. Speaking of, by the way, thank you to Sully51, who was our tracker for tonight's race here at this time as well.
Also worth noting that next weekend, starting on October 24th and running through October 27th in the Washington, D.C. area, will be Speed Gaming Live, which will include tournaments of A Link to the Past Rando, Ocarina of Time Rando, Mario Maker 2, with additional tournaments including Zelda 1 Rando, Super Metroid, Mega Man X, SMB 1, Super Mario World, Super Mario 64, and more, with prizes and a marathon. And with that, we are joined by CantFindBombs. GG.
Thank you all. So, did I lose just because of 9, or was he way ahead of me before I got into 9?
He was about 3 minutes ahead, heading into 9. What happened is you kind of got turned around a bit by that room layout in 9, which was not friendly, I have to admit. But you did find another path to Ganon, so that one was not a hard-required magical staircase, unlike Zelda.
Yeah, Ganon wasn't the problem. Zelda was the problem. And yeah, GG, RKC, you must have gone pretty fast in that one, because I felt like I was making all the right plays, and you finished way ahead, so well played.
I think it was mostly 9. I wasn't in there very long.
He actually found the magical staircase to Zelda before he found Ganon. That actually worked out in his favor here because you CantFindBombs were trying to find where the girl was located, only having a compass to guide you. And I think he did a couple circles around her room before he ended up finding the correct staircase way up in the northeast of the dungeon.
Yeah, I thought there might have been a magic bomb hole. Yeah, let that be a lesson to everyone. Just because you know where Zelda is doesn't mean you know where Zelda is.
True that.
That was,
Go ahead.
that was fun. That was a fast seed, and fast seeds are not usually to my advantage. So I'm not real surprised how that one turned out. When you're up against somebody really good, you gotta go fast.
That is indeed very true. We had over 100 people in this tournament. We are down to the round of 32 with this matchup. So anyone from this point onward is a dangerous opponent. Especially those who come from the lower seeds, like CantFindBombs with seed number 50. Still a dangerous opponent. Still a very skilled opponent to be able to take down someone along the way here who was a higher seed. So you can't treat anyone lightly at this phase of the tournament.
No, you really can't, and that's what makes it fun. Any match can go any way.
I agree with that. It makes for some really fun viewing.
Yeah, I unfortunately haven't gotten to watch a lot of the matches because I've been so busy practicing, but I hope I put on a good show for everyone.
You certainly did. In fact, the seed was real interesting because for the first half of the seed, you both went into level 1, and then after that, you each cleared 3 different dungeons, which was what made things really interesting. I believe it was RKC that went into 2 first.
No, he did 4, 5, and 6. 1, 4, 5, and 6, I think he had. And then we had 1, 2, 3, and 8 for CantFindBombs. It might have been the other way around. I think that was the order I remember.
Yeah, I think it was the other way around.
It was the other way around? Okay.
Yeah, the last dungeon you guys really went into was 7. The big difference there is that was RKC's last dungeon, whereas CantFindBombs, you still had to finish off 3 and 8.
Well, you were first in go mode CantFindBombs, but you did have the extra Triforce you had to pick up. RKC was just able to finish that off and go straight to level 9.
Yeah.
And there was nothing real interesting in level 3, so I'm kind of glad I got to go mode.
Yeah, there was nothing in 8 either. I found all 3 items.
Yeah, I found nothing in 8. I was already in go mode, so I found an early Triforce and got the heck out of there.
I seen the early Triforce, but it was only my 3rd dungeon, so I went for 3 items in there, and I ended up clearing every room except for...
Yeah, 8 was... I went in there very early. My normal route is to go over to Vanilla 3 and then head out east and get the Coast Heart and then check out the 2 Armoses over there in Vanilla 2 and then head up north. So I found 8 early, but I didn't have any bombs, so I couldn't dig it.
Well, you said you didn't have any bombs. That sounds like a nickname.
I mean, for a reason. I actually got the name for a reason that has nothing to do with Zelda. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do anything in 8 because it was a hard bomb block right at the beginning.
I feel like you could have easily won this one. I think I just got lucky on a lot of them rooms.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was making a lot of the right plays, but I figured if I was making the right plays, you probably were too, because the right plays were not difficult other than the bow being in 7.
I'd already went to 7 once, but left out of there because I kept dying in there.
Yeah, I'm actually curious. I only died once. That's very unusual for me. I guess having the red ring early helped.
Red ring will do that.
Certainly will. Speaking of RKC, what were you thinking when you saw that the white sword item was the red ring?
Man, I wish I would have went over there before I, went off through 8 and through, 2 and 1. Man, it was just terrible. Like, man, I kept thinking I was just getting my butt handed to me everywhere.
Yeah, if you didn't have the red ring early, you must have been playing really well. Because I had the red ring way back.
I had it like 5 Triforces in.
I think I had it 2 Triforces in because I got the Triforce. I full cleared 1, and then I got an early Triforce out of 6, and decided I'd come back later if I had to, and then I went right over to the white sword item. So I had it super early.
Yeah, I had done 1, 2, 3, 8, and 6 before I got the red ring.
And between the two of you, there were only 4 deaths between you. So 1 for CantFindBombs, 3 for RKC. So that was not that hard a scene from a combat perspective, it looks like. Obviously, the Wizrobes and Bunnies could have had another say, but that red ring early did play a part.
The white sword wasn't that hard to get either, if I remember correctly.
Right, it was on level 2.
Yeah, sitting there right on the floor in the Triforce room, if memory serves me, so that really paid off.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I don't think I had the white sword that early because I don't usually hit vanilla 1 as early as a lot of runners do. But these seeds all kind of run together after a while.
Yeah, they certainly do. And that can go for any randomizer.
That's true. So we should start getting wrapped and get out of the way for the next race coming up in 7 minutes here. Any last thoughts you guys have going into game 2? Do you know when the game's scheduled for yet?
I believe we're playing Saturday evening. We're gonna have to. We actually rescheduled game 1 at the last minute, so we should come to some agreement on when game 2 is going to be. But yeah, GG, well played. Looking forward to game 2 and possibly game 3.
And thanks to you guys for taking us on such last notice.
It was my pleasure. Plus, it's a lot of fun to get some commentary and it'll give me a break from all that I've got going on my side.
It is fun,
But-
yeah.
Yeah, lots of fun and definitely worth it.
And I am looking at the schedule right now. I did find what you were just saying as well. We have October 19th, which if I'm checking my date and remember correctly, that is indeed Saturday night at 10 o'clock Eastern time, as it's currently scheduled. That's the second race in that series. And then it's the third game, if needed, is scheduled currently for the next day, Sunday at 8:30 Eastern time. So keep an eye on the schedule in case those do change, in case there is a reschedule of those. But those are the times we currently have. Those are the times I can currently report for the next 2 games, if both are needed in this series. And once again, RKC, congratulations on the win in game 1. Good luck to both of you in the second game when it does get played.
Yeah, thanks a lot for putting this on, especially on like 2 hours of notice. And yeah, good luck in the rest of the series.
With that said, we're going to get out of the way for the next race here, but I want to just do a quick shout out as to what the races are coming up here. We do have Redbird Grad versus also a 999. That is coming up right here on this channel. Don't go anywhere if you want to watch that. August 40th and JSR on the list for comms for that. I'm going to go join LOZ Cards Fan over at Randomania, the first race that was on only race on schedule last night. These other ones came up last minute here, but we're going to be joining. I'll be joining the race between Fury SK and Shaddy. That is the game number 2 going on Randomania at 10:15 Eastern time. So lots of Zelda going on 2 different channels tonight. Make sure to stay tuned for those. Other than that, there are some other events going on here on Speak Gaming. Some weekly races are going on if you want to check those out in the interim here. But make sure you hang around for the other races coming up tonight. Any last thoughts from you, Leslie, before we wrap over to that race?
Go ahead and give our runners a follow. They put on a heck of a show and a heck of a race, and game 2 is going to be a lot of fun, so you don't want to miss it.
The El Soro Redbird Grad, yeah, that should be a great series. I'm actually sad I'm not on that one now, but definitely one you will want to hang around and watch. I'll have to catch it later myself. Should be a great matchup. So for Leslie Pro, I have been Cyclone or Cyclone GU. For those wanting to follow the runners, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, their names are exactly as you see them on the stream. So if you go to twitch.tv/ the name you see on the screen without the number in the dash, you don't need those. And you'll be able to get to their Twitch channels as well, hang out with them live and chat with them live as well. And Leslie Pro, obviously, as you see it as well, I am Cyclone GU. Make sure to follow our tracker, Sully51, who did the clicking behind the scenes. Thank you for your assistance with that. Stay tuned for the next race. Again, chat, thank you. We couldn't do this without you. Make sure you follow Speak Gaming 2 through 6, Randomania 2 through 4. Don't go anywhere. We have Alsoa and Redbird Grad coming up.
Enjoy the races, guys.
Have a good evening.